know. Bound to happen eventually. I mean, the game's not over. Still score 2 goals. Sorry. Didn't realize you were going back. Hit that. Oh! Tar Reaper! Redeem yourself. That was good. Came in right at the right time. Right when I was gonna miss. Yeah, dude, that flip is so fucking fast. He gets to the ball every time. Hit it, baby. Can't hit this way, yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, get it out of the line of sight. Oh my god, I thought maybe I could hit it afterwards. That's a no. Oh, thank you. If we get lucky here. Maybe I can send it off to the side, get a lucky bounce. Come on, guys, get in front of the net. Every fucking time. Every time. This guy, XSEPF, this guy really gets this game. The way he bounced that off, he almost saved it. I think that was overgrown bone. He almost saved it. I mean, we're not winning this game now, but, you know, keep playing to win. You never know. The way I'm bouncing this shit, though. Yeah, we're not gonna get a goal. Oh! No! GG. Good job, guys. I mean, I beat these guys twice. Yeah. They're pushing me to my limit. That's for sure. SEPF is like just that little bit better than me at this. That he's pushing me to my limit. And, honestly, though, this was my worst game so far. I gotta end on a win, though. Gambler's fallacy. I have to end on a win. Yeah, honestly, I'm okay with that. Who's on my team? If you say so. Yeah, anytime I'm like, oh, this person's got it, no, they fucking know. That's nice. Yeah, that was kind of lucky. Of course. Oh, I fucking hate you guys. Hit it! You stupid son of a bitch, you. Oh my god. SEPF! My fucking nemesis! Oh my god, how did I hit? How did I mess up? I'm like so just anticipating them to fucking hit it. hit it there. But that's okay, because I can hit it here. Because that can be lucky bounce? No, of course not. Oh my god. The fucking... I had to do the fucking last-ditch effort side flip. Gave it just enough momentum to get into the net. Oh my god, he did the fast flip. Oh! Oh, shit. Fuck you guys, man. I fucking hate you, Sepep. Oh no, my ping! It's me, Math Wallen? Matthew Allen. I'm sure you do. Oh my god. That was a bad bump. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a bad bump, and it's about to go right into our fucking net because of me. Yeah, that was all my fault. Dude, Step is really fucking good at aerial. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Why the fuck am I getting bumped all the time? Like, guys, pay attention to where the team's at. Uh-oh. Oh, son of a bitch, man. Oh, holy fuck. Okay, that was good. That was good. Oh my god, he beat Sep after it. That's something we haven't done all game. I was gonna go for a pinch. I'm gonna go for this. Come on, guys. Oh. I actually really like this Wallen kid. Means 2-2 sudden death. We are now driving it back into our fucking house for some godforsaken reason. Oh! Oh! Very nice. Oh, he fucking flipped into it at the right second. Very impressed. That was good. Alright, I'm gonna check my chat after this game too. I'll take a pause. Check my chat, see if anybody said anything. Normally I would have a better setup than this, but second stream, shit's going on. Oh, that was MVPs. Oh, I think they all left. Yeah, they all left. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that too. I'm gonna leave, check my chat, see if anybody said anything. No, just the same fucking bot as before. Alright. It's already 9. Alright, I've probably spent half my planned stream time playing Rocket League. I think we're good. Let's watch a few videos and yeah, we'll see what we find. I've just started this channel and I'm scared to switch to my main channel, so I'm trying to build up some good stuff here. Of course I'll put on the classics, you know. Gonna have JonTron. Has JonTron made anything lately? Oh no, he hasn't made anything in 11 months. That's a long time now. Normally, like, I know he doesn't upload very much, but normally he uploads more than that. Oh, that's why. He has a baby. Aww. He has a baby. That's his wife? I've seen her in the videos. William Albert Jafari. With Mrs. Tron 69. Love that. Love that. Mrs. Tron 69. Yeah, they're cute. They're a cute couple. Aww. That's adorable. Real official account of the real official JonTron. So last stream I mentioned Shaman Studios. I said we actually did most of our client work and stuff. A lot of that's through Instagram. This is our Instagram. So I showed the YouTube yesterday. We still gotta upload a ton of stuff to the YouTube. But yeah, we've done all sorts of stuff. We've done MMA stuff. This photo's really good. This dude got a busted nose during a fight. Of course, you know, child violence. Who doesn't love it? Dude, this guy looks like fucking Tito Ortiz. But JJ vibes. I'll give you a but JJ. Don't fucking test me, bro. Oh, yeah. This one. Oh, no. No, that's just the one of per point a drink. Where's the good one?
So right now I'm going to shoot at an outdoor...
This is Caden, by the way. I mentioned him on my last stream. He's like my tech guy. He's also my business partner. He's going to be on stream very soon because he's going to help me edit videos out of the first few streams, and we're gonna do that on stream. So to anybody watching, if you want to edit and you want to learn some stuff, Caden is a fucking whiz. All right, he's done tons and tons of videos at this point. He's worked with Battalion from the OHL. He's worked on so many different promos for Shaman Studios. We've worked with a bunch of businesses. We've done stuff for Hotel California. We've done stuff for different events. He's also worked for Kojiko, which is like a northern internet/news network, and he's live broadcasted the news. He knows his shit. So he's gonna be on stream soon. He's also gonna see this. So hi, Caden, in the future. I'm praising the fuck out of you on stream, because I love you. I love you very much, and I want your babies.
Nightclub. I got my camera and I got my drone. I'm expecting it to be some pretty sweet footage.
The drone.
So right now I'm going to shoot at...
Love that video. Still love that video to this day. Great stuff. That's me! Look at me looking all cool. I never look cool. I remember when I posted these, I had a old friend from Kirkland. Oh, back when I still smoked. Back when I still smoked cigarettes. That was way thinner. That shit was sick. That shit was sick, bro. Yeah, man. That was a long time ago now. A few years. 2023, man. 2023 was 3 years ago. Oh, boy. These are actually mine, and you can tell because they suck. You can also tell it's mine because I quote Carl Jung, which is something Caden would not do. But this is when we were just starting. This was the first picture Caden put out. Way better than mine. I did not know how to use Lightroom, man. And I was like, oh, yeah, lots of saturation. This looks great. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and we also have done... So we have a series called Local Highlights. So if you're ever in, like, Northern Ontario, especially North Bay, we want to do this, like, kind of all over the place, and give the different locations. Like, let's say I'm going to choose Brooklyn, New York. For some reason, that popped into my brain. There's a great restaurant in Brooklyn, New York. We're doing the local highlights. We want to, like, do the location, have that on screen. Boom, this is where they're at. This is what they do. Here's an interview with the owner. And, yeah, maybe if it's, like, a restaurant or something, we might even eat there. Give a little rating of the food. I think it's a fun little series. This was the first one.
Raven Flair is a hair salon. It was opened 4 years ago in August of 2020, and we are just a small little family of 3, and it's great. We specialize in coloring and cutting, specifically the balayage and blonding services, but we do enjoy intensity colors as well. We have also a wonderful educator with us that represents Canada and Quebec and Ontario for color education.
When we developed the questions for local highlights, because we had to do them all in shorts, right? We had to develop questions and a format that people would be really comfortable with, because like so many people are not comfortable on camera, and it's totally understandable. Being on camera is just uncomfortable because you know something's watching you. It's a bit different with a recording because you can kind of say whatever you want. Live streaming is a whole different thing because you know it's live. You know anybody's going to be tuning in. Any random person could see it. So it makes it way more intense. I've recorded enough now that this just feels natural to me. I think I was kind of made for this. But yeah, we had to develop something where like all these business owners who aren't media trained, they're not used to being in front of a camera, something where they were going to feel comfortable, right? I didn't even know this comment happened. A7 is actually another friend of ours. He does a lot of really good like real estate work. But yeah, so this was our first one.
So we come with a lot of knowledge, and we keep up with our hair shows and our own hair education to just continue on providing good services for our clients. The journey was interesting because we opened in the middle of the pandemic, so that was scary. And
Yeah, I bet that
we
was.
opened for about 3 weeks, and then we were shut down for about 3 months, which kind of ended up working out because everybody was super desperate to get their hair done by the time everything opened. That when we opened, it was just jam-packed, busy, and it's been busy ever since. You can find us online. We have a Facebook page. Look us up with Raven Flair. Instagram at Raven Flair with 2 E's. You can find us through Google, located at 337 Wild, downtown North Bay.
Yeah, shout out Ravenflare. You ever in the area? I know they had... So, they said they were family free. These are the other two. So, I'm going to open their Instagrams as well. So, this is Mixed Vixen. This girl here. I say girl. Lady. Woman. She's a woman. But yeah, she does great work. And then Caitlin, this one's like a private account, but Caitlin DeMaro, she does really great work. She cut my hair a bunch of times. She was the only person there I know for a while who did males, like male haircuts. I haven't gone to her in a little while, because I kind of found something a lot closer. But if she's still around, I might go get my hair done by her again, because she's awesome, and I always love working with her. Oh yeah, we did a little bit behind the scenes for. So I showed this video yesterday on stream. I'll probably make a clip of it. But yeah, we also did a little behind the scenes. This is like our first ever client. I mean, it wasn't our first ever client, but it was our first, like, really starting to get things going client. Yeah, good shit. I don't remember this one. Still fucking wiped out. I don't think that was Caden though. Bernard Jones. Brody the boy. What else do we got here? Yeah. So this is another company we've done a ton of work for, Action MMA. They're a dojo here in North Bay as well. Run by Corey, I think his name is. Legend, that dude. That dude's a fucking legend. Danvers versus Monroe.
Let's go. Ain't nobody going him like me. I'm a mix of a man and beast.
Nice punch.
I got the drip and I plant the seed. Put in work and expand my reach. I keep my cool like antifreeze. If they don't want to clap like an amputee, it's me against the world, guarantee. Like Tupac, I used to party in the street with a boombox. Kept the good tree stuffed in my tube socks and got
I'm so getting copyright claimed. In fact, I'm gonna stop that because I'm definitely getting copyright claimed. Oh man, I'm probably getting copyright claimed for this too. I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize we recorded one of the air shows. Yeah, that's a good shot. Don't remember what this is. Oh, yeah, this is for the local college's esports team. We've done so. Honestly, it's kind of crazy to think about, cause like we don't have like super consistent cash flow. We mostly are doing like gig and client work with this business. I'd like to get it to the point where we can get consistent cash flow, but just looking over the past 3 years, everybody we've worked with quite a variety of different people and groups and such. Now we have even more connection with the local college here, seeing as Caden works for them.
All units prepare for exfil. This one's off.
That's a cute little video. This was another local highlights.
It's not only, your premier golf simulator excursion in, Northern Ontario, arguably. We also have a full-service restaurant and a bar. You can see the grub in front of you. We've got pizzas where we're making, sauce in-house, making doughs in-house, making bechamel for our fairway fries. But obviously the focus is golf primarily. We do have, 4 golf simulators. You can get 6 people on at a time, 200 plus courses to choose from. There's an arcade mode for those who aren't necessarily the best golfers, like me. We open, July 15th? So people think we're crazy when you open a golf simulating business in the middle of the summer. But quite honestly, it kind of gives us the opportunity to work out the kinks. And then by the time we kind of settled into a nice groove, it was Christmas party season. And Christmas party season was insane. Having been in the restaurant industry for, 20 plus years, there's a certain expectation that yes, Christmas party season is great, but then after Christmas party season, everybody gets their Visa bill, no one goes out anymore. We kind of had the opposite, where we built up through Christmas party season and
kind of similar right now. Selling appliances, furniture, of course. Appliances are a necessity, right? They're something we kind of can't live without anymore. So if something breaks for somebody, they're gonna be buying stuff. But furniture and stuff that's still kind of a luxury, right? Because if you really need furniture, you don't have money, you're gonna get secondhand stuff. It's just what you have to do. So selling new furniture, barely ever. So yeah, it's kind of dead season right now for sales-wise, at least for me. So I'm sure it's similar for luxuries like going to golf simulators. Fuck, excuse me.
Through January, now into February, it's been constant. The 27th of February, Thursday, we're going to be hosting the Chamber After Hours. So we'll be responsible for, obviously, the food and entertainment portion of it. Anyone who's a Chamber member who has had the opportunity to go to a Chamber After Hours event, they know what it's about, right? But for anyone who hasn't been, it is a fantastic opportunity to network with other businesses, whether they be in the same, area of work that you're in or something completely different. It's a great networking tool, and I don't know, I've been a chamber member multiple occasions with.
Pretty sure we're chamber members. If we are, Caden set it up. I did not.
Multiple different businesses, and I always recommend if you can become a chamber member. Obviously, there's chamber.
Mostly because I'm quite antisocial. As you can see, I'm streaming right now instead of being out with friends. So pretty antisocial.
Perks and all that stuff, but the networking alone is worth it.
Some nice photos we took of some musical bands in the summer. I don't think we ever posted Hotel California's stuff on here. See, I would show it to you, but then my fucking stream's gonna get copyrighted. I mean, this stream's already copyrighted. I played 2 copyright songs for 10 seconds, so UMG's gonna eat me alive. This guy kind of looks like I Show Speed. Yo, shout out I Show Speed. He put on a good fight here. Shout out to him.
Turtles is a wonderful, unique establishment here in North Bay. It's been around for about 40 years now and has been a staple in this community for a long time. We kind of specialize in high-class foods. We use a lot of local products, lots of local farms. And our cocktail menu is fantastic. We have it handcrafted by most of our bartenders. We also have a really unique wine selections. We have 176 different wines from across the globe. And we actually have a digital wine list, so it's something that you don't really see here in North Bay. It's something that we kind of see in the city. And then we also have a bunch of people here that know exactly what goes well with what, so they can help you out as well. So for Taste the Bay, we've been putting a few spins on some of our classic items. Chef Bryce has traveled around the world and he brings home flavors from wherever he's visited and kind of incorporates his own spin on them while keeping it classic. We also have a tapas lounge, so in there you're giving an actual kind of a secret menu, and on there is a bunch of unique items to choose from, and they pair really well with like martinis. We have oysters, and it's just an all-around really fun experience to be eating in the tapas lounge, and it kind of separates you from that fine dining aspect that we have on the other side. So we offer kind of two different dining experiences here.
Yeah, dope. Churchill's great restaurant. What else have we done? We did a wedding. I'm not gonna play that one.
Did you know we provide high quality event coverage right?
Did you know? Did you know that we do that? Shaman Studios. Alright, Shaman Studios. I'm the owner. The other guy is my co-owner. Did you know we do? Did you know we provide this
Here in North Bay.
right in North Bay? Festivals to live shows, baby. We do it all. I like that ad. He did a good job on that.
Sun's out, cameras rolling.
It feels like summer.
Hayden! Fuck it.
Sun's out, cameras rolling.
Copyrighted music.
Feels like summer.
This stream is gonna get taken down so fast.
It feels like summer.
Hey, that's me! Back when I was thin. I had too many pulled pork sandwiches.
And it feels like summer.
I gotta get thin again, man. I was ripped. I had fucking like 6-pack abs. I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, we did, we've been breaking more into real estate lately. We've done some stuff since this, but we have not been uploading. We've gotten so goddamn busy. We have not uploaded anything. We might do that on stream too, just because I'd like to show a lot of background stuff. Of course, like, I'm trying to show my life to some degree, but I'd like to show a lot of background on what it takes to edit videos, to make videos, to run a company. I mean, I can't show any sensitive information, like our specific financials or anything, but I can show at least the fun parts of media production. Showing editing client work and stuff. I should be able to do that. Unless, you know, we have some kind of client confidentiality agreement going. Should be able to show most things. Might be able to get Caden to stream as well. And he can show, because he's working a lot more. He does a lot more of the editing and stuff. I mean, I barely touch that at all. I just plan to learn how to edit for those streams to make content, right? So when it comes to the business, it's like he's running all the actual services. He's doing the editing, he's doing the filming, he's going to the shoots, he's the guy, he's the one there. And then I'm dealing with all the absolutely boring shit. I'm doing the financials, do the spreadsheets, I gotta talk to our tax guy. You know, I registered the business and didn't quite do it properly, so I had to get another guy to help in, like, all the really annoying stuff. That's what I've been taking care of. And then he does all the cool shit. It looks like he pinned an older post, unless he remade this.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Your hands together because we are bringing the action at
Action MMA
facility.
I was about to say studios.
Are you for some
action. That's his logo, by the way. That's Caden's logo. This is his personal. Kicking Media. He has a lot more followers than our business. And the main reason for that is because he's the official cameraman for the battalion, and you know, they're just a bigger brand than us. And of course, his shit gets reposted by the OHL, so he gets a lot more content, or a lot more people seeing his content. But it's all hockey stuff at this point. It's like 100% hockey stuff. This is right before he started doing 100% hockey stuff. He had a lot more variety. But I mean, look, right? Like, he got likes and shit, but a lot of the collabs and stuff, a lot of stuff from Shadow Studios didn't quite get it going. And then, boom, as soon as he started working for Battalion, just went from 50 on the post to 250, 245, 300. This one, not so much. Couple more other posts, but like almost all of the Battalion, 2,000 likes, right? Like, that's just what happens when you got the big brands behind you. Look how handsome he is. He's so fucking handsome. Caden, you're so fucking handsome. I don't know if you need to hear that, but you're so handsome. Oh my god, is this the fight? Okay, so on the Battalion, there's like this 7-foot tall dude. He's huge. He got into a fight and he had like 3 refs pulling him off. He's just beating the fuck out of this dude. This dude's a giant. Dude is so fucking tall. Alexander Karmanov. Russian dude fucking him up. It's going to be hard to find enough linesmen to be 7 feet. He's hit the heavy bang. Oh man. I feel like I should teach this dude how to fight. Like, I've trained a little bit, like, I've trained more than a little bit, but I haven't trained in a while. But I can teach him the basic techniques and shit, at least for striking. No point in teaching him jiu-jitsu, which happens to be what I know the most about. But I can teach him, like, the basics of striking. Man, if I just teach this dude fucking jab across and, like, hooks to the body and head, he's gonna fuck people up. I don't want to scroll Instagram too much here. Yeah, a lot of it's just turning to memes. I just happened to see Caden 5,000 likes. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright, we're gonna watch. I'm gonna cut the stream a bit short from 2 hours, but we're gonna watch something. I'm gonna watch one YouTube video, maybe 2. Beef struggle meals. Reject modernity. Should we watch? No, we're not gonna watch Smugglana. Something interesting, please. I mean, a lot of these videos are interesting, but they're not like something I really want to react to. It'll be nice when I don't have to do this anymore. Like, if I can get people giving me recommendations of stuff they want me to watch, and I won't have to find something to react to myself. Although this is kind of fun in its own way. People are freaking out now. Not really interested. Build your own game console for $200. stream nothing and I'm happy. Oh, yeah, there's this one that was like, piracy is back. It'll probably pop up. Cole Hastings. There's Asmongold's reaction to it. I think it's this one. The streaming war is over. Piracy won.
Piracy sites.
Of course, I've already seen it. That's my problem. I've seen so much shit. I watch so much YouTube. I've seen so much stuff. There's nothing.
In
new for me to
2020,
say.
piracy was declared dead. Streaming had won. Netflix was $8.99 a month.
Piracy's
Everything
never
was there.
truly dead.
No torrents, no
You can't
sketchy
kill
websites,
piracy.
no malware, just click and watch. But by 2024, something impossible happened. Piracy websites' visits exploded to 216 billion, higher than before Netflix even existed. The companies that killed piracy brought it back from the dead, and they did it by betraying every single principle that made them successful. Now 76% of young people pirate content while still paying for subscriptions. Modern piracy sites.
I have one subscription. That's YouTube Premium. And the only reason I have it is because of YouTube Music. And once I get a DAP, a digital audio player, that's probably not even going to be the case either. Because I'm probably going to put all my music on the DAP. So I won't really have a need for streaming music anymore, because I'll have something that I can take with me wherever. Localized files. I can listen, if I want to listen to something online, I can still have all my YouTube playlists of music, and I'll also have my MP3 files and my FLACs and stuff. So bye-bye, once I get that, bye-bye YouTube Premium. It's done. I think streaming is done. Like, this hasn't fully kicked in yet, and it's gonna survive probably till the 2030s. But this is the start of the death of streaming, especially if they keep going in the direction they're going. They're so anti-consumer. There's a billion different streaming platforms, especially for like movies and TV shows. They are not really in true competition with each other. That's why they can all exist simultaneously. None of them are closing down, although some of them are going to have to close down eventually. Kind of like WWE Network, although they just moved to Netflix. Yeah, let's watch more of this video. I'll have more to say.
It's offer better interfaces than Netflix, and the industry is staring down $113 billion in losses by 2027. How did billion-dollar companies commit financial suicide this spectacularly? The story begins with a simple tweet. A Netflix subscription that cost $8.99 in 2019 now costs $15.
Man, it was $8.99 all the way to 2019. The good old days. The good old days, man. Pre-pandemic. Dude. I cannot even... shit was getting expensive even in the late 2010s. But man, when 2020 hit... everything shot up to ridiculous prices at the worst possible time, of course. They have not gone back down. In fact, I think they've kept going up. The early 2020s have not been great, especially financially. Shit needs to come down. It should be back to $8.99 by now. And man, don't even get me started on food and rent.
$9.49. But that's just the beginning. Disney Plus launched at $6.99,
right.
promising affordable family entertainment. Today, it's $15.99. That's a 129% increase in 5 years.
Yeah.
HBO Max started as a premium option at $14.99.
HBO Max should not exist. There's 30 different streaming platforms, and 5 of them should exist. Everything else is filler. This is one of them. All these shows should be on different platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, wherever.
Their new Ultimate plan costs $20.99, nearly $21 a month for a streaming service.
That is
The
so
average
much.
American now spends $508 per year on streaming. That's more than most people's car insurance. But the problem is, you can't just pick one service anymore.
Nope.
Want to watch The Office? That's
Not
Peacock. Game of Thrones, HBO Max. The Marvel shows, Disney
All
Plus.
Disney.
Stranger Things, Netflix. To get everything your family wants, you need 6 different subscriptions. The monthly bill hits $100 before you've watched a single episode.
That's right.
Imagine a family at their kitchen table, calculator out, trying to figure out how to afford entertainment for their kids. Dad scrolling through subscription prices, mom's adding up the monthly costs. The kids are asking why they can't watch the shows their friends are talking about. This is the moment streaming died. We would love to have the margins that Netflix has, Disney CEO Bob Iger told investors. Translation: he wants to squeeze every dollar out of customers, just like Netflix does.
Yep.
The companies that promised to replace
That's
expensive
right. They promise you cheap entertainment, and then they raise the prices because they want the profit margins, right? They're always going to, especially if they're publicly traded and they're not private companies, they're always going to please the shareholders first, not the customer. It's like the opposite of true capitalism, of like Adam Smith capitalism, right? And that's why they're going to fail. Right, so if you're old enough to remember 2008, you probably remember the phrase "too big to fail," and it was used to refer to the banks and the vested interest, things that were collapsing at the time, and why the government had to bail them out. They were too big to fail. There's so many systems that rely on these. No, it's the opposite. There's all these corporations are so big they have to fail. They have to. No government bailouts, like none of these companies should be bailed out. The market decided that we don't need these companies anymore. Bank of America should not be in business right now, right? As well as many other banks. The market decided that these are not the banks we want. These are not the people we want. But because the elites and the powerful have vested interests in a lot of these companies, they continue to survive and with bailouts and using taxpayer money to bail the companies out. It's just wrong, and like that's a big reason why everything keeps getting worse, is because it's all controlled by the 1%, and they're always doing whatever they can to benefit themselves, not the customer. Of course that's going to create like the world we're living in, where everything is so expensive and the average person can't afford to pay rent or eat food or even have entertainment.
Cable TV became more expensive than cable TV. But raising prices was just the beginning. What Netflix did next crossed a line no company had ever crossed before. In 2017, Netflix proudly tweeted, "Love is sharing a password." By 2023, they were charging $6.99 extra for the same thing. The tweet went viral. Netflix looked cool, understanding, human. They got it. Families share accounts. College kids use their parents' login. That's not stealing. That's love. But internal documents reveal Netflix executives were already discussing password sharing as a revenue problem back in 2019. While publicly celebrating sharing, they were privately plotting to destroy it. Then in 2022, Netflix lost 1 million subscribers in a single quarter. The first subscriber loss in the company's history. Panic set in. Stock prices collapsed. Investors demanded blood. What was Netflix's solution, you ask? The answer is they betrayed their own customers.
Yep.
They claimed 100 million households were stealing through password sharing. The same behavior they'd celebrated with heart emojis and retweets was suddenly theft. The crackdown launched in 2023. If you tried to log in from a different location, Netflix demanded proof you lived there. College students got locked out of their family accounts. Parents traveling for work couldn't access their own subscriptions.
Yep.
Want to share with your college-age kid? That'll be $6.99 extra per month. The grandmother watching Netflix at her daughter's house during chemo treatments? Another $6.99. Disney saw Netflix's success and copied the playbook. Hulu followed. HBO Max joined in.
Yep. Yeah, and that betrayal of the entertainment, like streaming utopia that we were promised, the promise that these companies, especially Netflix, made of cheap entertainment, whatever you want, all the time. You could just stream it. You don't have to own anything. You don't have to go searching for anything. This is the moment they betrayed us. This is the moment when we couldn't share passwords anymore. and they wanted extra money for every single person who watched, and like we couldn't share accounts. That's the moment they betrayed us, and that's the moment that their companies died. But they are now, they're shells. They're shells of their former selves. Many people still use them, but everybody is starting to search for a way out. So many people are starting to go back to the old ways, buying DVDs again, buying Blu-rays again, having their own personal curated collections, or having digital files, going to pirating sites, getting the... Hell, you can go to a pirating site and get the theater release, 8K, like 8K resolution, perfect visual, perfect audio, extra subtitles for different languages. Like, you can get it all, right? Of the specific thing you want to watch, too. And you don't have to search what streaming platform it's on, or, God forbid, what streaming platform plus what VPN it's on, right?
The entire industry turned against password sharing overnight.
Yep.
A college student goes home for winter break, settling in to watch a show with her mom. The screen flashes an error. This TV doesn't seem to be part of the household for this account. Her own family account, treating her like a criminal. The companies that built empires on convenience and connection were now policing families like suspicious bank transactions. This betrayal broke something fundamental between streaming services and their customers. Trust, once shattered, doesn't easily repair. But destroying customer relationships was just the warm-up act. What HBO did...
Yeah, that's true. Like, once you destroy a customer relationship, it's almost impossible to get that back. That's why I always try to do as much as I can for customers, and to, like, keep good customer relationships. I mean, sometimes it's inevitable. Like, sometimes shit happens. Hopefully the customer is understanding of certain circumstances, but never intentionally betray your customers. That's just bad business. Like, that's the thing with shareholders, too. That's that with publicly traded companies specifically. Shareholders are looking to get in and get out. They're looking to get in, make as much money as possible, squeeze the customer. Who cares about the long-term longevity of the business? Right? It's all about make as much money as possible, pull all that money out. I'm rich as fuck now. I'm going to retire for the rest of my life and don't have to worry about anything. Oh, the company failed. Who cares? I pulled out. Right?
Next, shocked even industry leaders. The company spent millions creating Westworld.
Actually, no, I haven't done it in a minute. I haven't checked chat. It's all good. Nobody's talking anyways. Looks like I still have a few viewers.
Nominations for it.
Hello.
Then deleted it from their own platform to avoid paying royalties. Westworld cost HBO $10 million per putting Westworld. Trust, once shattered, doesn't easily repair.
Sure doesn't.
But destroying customer relationships was just the warm-up act. What HBO did next shocked even industry leaders. The company spent millions creating Westworld, won Emmy nominations for it, then deleted it from their own platform to avoid paying royalties. Westworld cost HBO $10 million.
That is some tax loophole bullshit, man. And I mean, that's some real scummy shit right there.
$1 million per episode. 4 seasons, critical acclaim, awards buzz, a flagship series that defined the network's prestige brand. Then Warner Bros. Discovery deleted it. Gone. Vanished. Like it never existed. The reason? Avoiding residual payments to the cast and crew. HBO would rather erase their own masterpiece than pay the people who created it. But Westworld was just the beginning of the concept.
That's even more scummy. Not only are they using a tax loophole, they've used it in a way where they can avoid paying the people who worked on it the royalties that they deserve for creating such a great piece of art. That is some true scummy corpo behavior.
And apocalypse. In February 2025, HBO Max removed 80 shows in a single day. Subscribers woke up to find their watch lists gutted. Cartoon Network classics disappeared overnight too. Shows that defined childhoods deleted to cut costs. Parents trying to share nostalgic cartoons with their kids found empty pages where beloved series used to be. The strategy they deployed is called content impairment. Remove shows from your platform, claim them as business losses, and get tax write-offs. Destroy art to save money.
Look, I'm all good with certain tax write-offs for businesses, stuff that makes sense. Office supplies, equipment, food, even on business trips. If you're eating at a restaurant, you're feeding your team because you're working on set in a remote location, perfectly fine, right? You're doing a team meeting, or you're having, let's see, you buy pizza for the team. Yeah, tax write-off. But using the core, it's like, so Shaman Studios, it's like if we made a bunch of videos one year, and then we purposefully deleted them all, after like posting them throughout the year. We purposely deleted them all, claimed them all as lost assets. Went, oh, we lost all these. We want our tax write-offs for them. This is how much potential revenue we lost by doing this. We get the potential revenue and tax write-offs. And then boom, we have all that, and then the next year we could just start to post them again. Or we could just leave them off and then fuck you, right?
Even Disney joined the
That's what all this boils down to. It's all these companies just looking at the customer, looking at the consumer, and going, fuck you.
Construction party. Shows vanished from Disney Plus without explanation. Series that families have been watching together simply disappeared mid-season. We continue to aggressively manage our cost base, Disney executives told investors. Translation, we'll delete anything that costs us a penny in residuals. A father and his 8-year-old son are half...
Residuals. If you don't know what residuals are, I'm going to use Seinfeld as an example here. So Seinfeld, one of the most popular shows of all time. One of the most popular, if not the most popular sitcom of all time. All the people who worked on that show, they get money from the reruns of it. Wherever, I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure where Seinfeld's at now. I don't really watch Seinfeld unless, like, I'm in a hotel room and there's cable there. But that gives them residuals too. Anytime they have viewerships from a rerun, they'll get a portion of the money that rerun has generated, and that's their residual. And they haven't worked on the show in years. This is just money that comes in. It's passive income at that point, is what it truly is.
Way through a cartoon series. Tuesday night, family
but they
movie
still
time.
Deserve it. They worked
pull
on the
up
show.
Disney Plus, and nothing. Just an empty slot where their shared experience used to be. The boy asks, "Dad, where did our show go?" And the dad has no answer, because companies decided his son's entertainment was worth less than their quarterly profit margins. This is the madness of content destruction. Companies spending millions to create shows, then spending more money to erase them. While streaming services deleted their own content and charged families for sharing, something interesting was happening in the darker corners of the internet. Modern piracy sites offer Netflix-like interfaces, instant streaming, no ads, and never remove content. Everything streaming...
Yeah, that's the other reason why piracy is back. Piracy has gotten way better. You don't have to torrent stuff. You still can torrent stuff, but, like, you don't have to do that anymore. It's not like the 2000s, where it's kind of rough. You could download a virus. I mean, you still have that risk. You always have that risk. But, if you're careful and you kind of know what you're doing, you can avoid it pretty easily. And of course, always have security. Always have a security program on your computer. Always have a VPN on your computer. And if you can, try to use a half-decent browser. I personally like Brave a lot. Really simple to use. It's just like Chrome. It's not maybe the perfect browser, But it's pretty damn good. That mixed with the VPN and the antivirus software, you're probably going to be alright. Granted, you know, you're not going to really dark sites.
Services used to promise. Gone are the days of sketchy torrent sites loaded with malware and pop-ups.
Yeah.
Today's piracy platforms look like professionally designed streaming services.
They sure do.
Sites like YTS and 1337X.
1337X is not so great. I think YTS is still pretty good. I think 1337X was pretty good for quite a while. I personally, every time I try to use that site, it gets blocked. It's full of malware. But there's a lot of pirating sites to the point like regulators are never gonna catch them all, and a lot of them work really well.
Feature clean, minimalist designs, sleek search bars, movie posters in perfect grids, user ratings and reviews, mobile responsive layouts that work flawlessly on phones and tablets. Click on any movie and it starts streaming instantly. No technical knowledge required, just like Netflix, but with every movie ever made.
Yeah.
The search actually works. Type in any show and find it immediately. Piracy sites don't have geographic...
I mean, pirating shows and movies and stuff, you know, that's always been pretty good. But man, anime's always been exceptional for pirating. Like, I remember even back in the day, back when Netflix was at its peak, you know, people were watching anime. If they couldn't find a show on Netflix, or they didn't have the service for it, they would just use, like, Kiss Anime, or 9anime, or 9anime.2. I think it's 9animetv.2. I don't know. They've had to change their stuff. Anawave, which I think is gone now. But... like, every time an anime pirating site gets taken down, 3 more pop up, right? And anime pirating has always been exceptional.
Restrictions. Every show from every country, available everywhere. No, this content is not available in your region nonsense. No VPN required.
That's right.
The content never disappears. That childhood cartoon HBO deleted, still there. The cancelled series Netflix removed, available in full.
Yep.
Piracy sites became the internet's permanent library, while legal services turned into revolving doors. Here's what's even more amazing. Illegal sites offer better customer service than legal ones. Let's say you want to watch a specific...
No, that's just ironic. The pirates are offering better customer service than the actual fucking businesses. Well... I've never believed in enshittification more than right now. Like, that shit is the truest. It is the enshittification. Everything, especially all the legal shit and all the corpos and stuff, gotten so much worse. Like, we're sold this lie that we live in a time of ultra convenience because, you know, we have smartphones and we have all this technology. But really, shit has gotten way more inconvenient. I'm trying to call up something for customer service. You just get trapped. Oh, you're on hold, and then you're on hold for 3 hours, and most times people just give up. Because companies discovered that if they make something inconvenient enough, that you will just give up. I think Jaden Animations did a really good video on this. And this is so... Well, we're going to watch that video. I'm not sure if we're going to do it tonight. I might save it for later. It's almost 10. I think we're going to get through this. But we'll watch the Jaden one later. I'm going to pull it up before the end of the stream. And we're going to watch it. I'm not sure... No, tomorrow I can't stream. But in Thursday I'm doing No Man's Sky. I'm supposed to play Hollow Knight on Friday too. I have Saturday off. We're going to do a big stream on Saturday. And that's one of the videos we're going to watch.
Fake movie. On Netflix search, not found. Check other apps, still not available. Maybe try Amazon Prime for $4.99 rental. On a piracy site, search, click, watch.
Yep.
In HD, for free,
So
instantly.
much faster, so much more
No
convenient.
subscription management, no password sharing restrictions, no surprise price increases, no content vanishing mid-season.
Yep,
The pirates kept every promise streaming services broke.
that's right.
While streaming executives focused on quarterly profits and password crackdowns,
That's why all
pirates
these businesses are going to fail, by the way. Like, 90% of the streaming sites are going to fail. The only one that might survive now is Netflix. Not just because they were the first, they have the most brand recognition, but they also bought Warner's, which means they're going to have a huge content library just by owning Warner's. The only thing that really sucks about that is it's going to kill theaters. Like, theaters were already struggling. This is going to kill theaters, which is very sad.
focused on user experience. Guess which approach customers preferred? The result was the largest migration in internet history. There were 216.3 billion visits to piracy sites in 2024. That's
Is that the most in history? I don't think it was even that high in the 2000s, because in the 2000s, not only did less people have internet and like access to these sites, but you also had to have like some technical know-how, which even less people had. So, yeah, this might be
more than the populations
this
of
might be
every
the
country
biggest
on Earth
piracy
combined.
insurgency in
To
a
put that
while.
number in perspective,
And I mean, can you really blame people for turning to piracy for their entertainment right now? Like, do you think we can really afford to pay for entertainment? To pay for all of our shows and all of our music? Like, we can't even afford rent and groceries. I can't afford rent and groceries. Every time I order food, I get stressed out. Every time I buy food, I get stressed out. Even when I'm at the grocery store. Because, like, it's where all my money goes. I can go to thrift stores sometimes and maybe find some cool CDs. That's about the most money I can spend outside of my essentials. So, like, you really expect me to pay for 10 million subscriptions? I used my mom's Netflix until it wouldn't let me anymore. The only thing I was watching on there anyway is WWE. I'm honestly kind of surprised it let me use it for so long, because I didn't get kicked off nearly as fast as other people did. Mostly because I kind of cheesed it a little bit and was able to prove I lived at the location and stayed signed in, stayed logged in, but then it kind of broke, and then my mom deleted Netflix, and now I can't access it at all anymore. But fuck that, I hate Netflix, so who cares? I want to watch wrestling, I got plenty of other ways.
if every piracy site visit was a person, it would be 27 times the population of the planet Earth. The exodus from streaming to piracy happened much faster than anyone predicted, too. In 2020, piracy actually hit historic lows. Just 130 billion visits. Streaming had seemingly won the war. But by 2024, that number had exploded to 216 billion visits, a 66% increase in just 4 years.
Yeah.
Gen Z led the charge. 76% admit to pirating content while still paying for legitimate subscriptions. They're not abandoning streaming services completely, they're using both systems, legal and illegal, to get what they want. Half of all young people...
I don't use streaming services at all anymore. They can go fuck themselves. I hate them all. I hate all the corpos. I hate everything they stand for. Fuck them.
People canceled at least one streaming service in the past 6 months. They are rebelling. Sweden provides a glimpse of the global scale. 25% of the entire population pirates content. In a developed, wealthy European country, 1 in 4 people has given up on legal streaming. The piracy surge isn't limited to movies and TV either.
I'm not sure what it's like in Canada, but I am definitely one of those people. I'll fully admit that. I do not care.
Manga piracy alone grew 347% between 2019 and 2024. Every type of content, every demographic, every country, a whopping 24% of all internet traffic in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific goes to piracy. That's more than some niche activity. That's a mainstream behavior. But here's what makes this migration different from the old Napster days. 80% of modern piracy is streaming based, not downloads. People aren't hoarding content on hard drives, they're treating piracy sites like alternative Netflix platforms. Picture a world map lighting up in real.
No, I try to buy stuff legally as much as I can, but I try to buy physical copies. I try to keep physical copies if I can. But then I also rip those physical copies for a personal digital file, which is legal. It is legal to make a digital copy of a physical piece of media for yourself. What is illegal is distributing that. So I try to do that as much as possible. And of course, you can get physical media secondhand, right? You can get it secondhand. You can rip it, and then you can just watch the file. You don't even have to use the physical disc. You can rip it, and if you keep it on like a nice solid state storage method, like SD cards or something, you can have it for a lifetime if you take care of it. Of course, storage methods are going to probably give out eventually, but so will discs, you know. So long as you know when things are starting to wear, you can transfer them at the right times. So, and of course, I try to buy manga, physical manga. So like I try to buy as much stuff legitimately as I can, but I'm fully against streaming. If I buy stuff legitimately, I'm buying physical copies.
Time with piracy activity. Dots appearing every second. Millions per hour. A global visualization of customer dissatisfaction with an entire industry.
Yeah.
The teenagers
Everybody's
in
fed up,
Sweden,
man.
the college students in California, the families in Australia, all making the same decision independently. Streaming services failed us, so we'll find alternatives.
Yeah.
Over
we will.
50% of Gen Z and millennials have already canceled at least one service in the last 6 months. That's a
I only
clear
have one
message,
service left.
industry analysts noted. The message is simple. Betray your customers and they'll abandon you in the millions.
How is this not part of just like the basics of business? Like, these corporates gotta understand this, right? Like, if you want a good long-term business and you want it to actually last and you care about, like, not just your customers, but your employees and just the health of the business overall, you don't do this. Obviously, all of these streaming platforms, they know that they're temporary companies. They gotta know, right? Netflix, even when it started, must have known that it was not going to be piracy forever. It wasn't going to be the top dog forever. And all these other streaming platforms, I mean, they're even more just get in, make as much money as possible, get out, because the whole business is going to fail. Because it's not customer focused. I don't think it ever was.
It's not looking good for Netflix
I think
and
they
Co.
just pretended to be.
Streaming services are projected to lose $113 billion by 2027, making it the most expensive business mistake in entertainment history.
I will say, a lot of these problems don't really apply to music streaming in the same way. Music streaming has plenty of problems, and I'll talk about that at a later date. But you know, if you go to any music streaming, whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Tidal, they've got every song pretty much. They don't have every song, but they have a wide enough selection of most of the songs that have ever existed, to the point where you can kind of use any one of them. They're all relatively priced the same, and you can find at least 90% of what you're looking for. Where it's not split into a bit, like the content portion is not split between a bunch of the different companies. Like, you don't go to Spotify. I'm just going to use pop stars here. You go to Spotify for Taylor Swift and YouTube Music for Drake and Tidal for Jay-Z and Apple Music for Kendrick Lamar. Like you can find all those artists on all the platforms. That's what I'm saying. It's not like that with, like, visual content, like movies, TV shows, and stuff. That side of streaming. It's not quite the same.
That number is so large, it's almost impossible to comprehend. For context, $113 billion is more than the entire GDP of Morocco, It's enough money to fund NASA for 4 years. The United States alone loses between $29.2 billion and $71 billion annually to digital piracy. That's the economic output of entire states vanishing into the digital void. Disney's streaming division lost $387 million in just the fourth quarter of 2023, not for the year, for 3 months. Warner Bros. Discovery posted a staggering $10 billion.
Okay, so Warner Bros. Discovery, I didn't even know that was a streaming service. That's definitely gone now because Netflix acquired Warner Bros. So all their stuff's going straight to Netflix. So boom, there's one streaming service already gone.
Loss in the second quarter of 2024. This is real money, real jobs, real consequences. The piracy resurgence costs 70,000 American jobs every year. Sound engineers, editors, writers, production assistants, entire career.
It's not like we want these people to lose their jobs. You know, like we want artists and all these people to keep making great content. We want of course we want more great entertainment. We don't want shit entertainment like Velma, I'll use that, or She-Hulk. I don't know. Like, we don't want that kind of shit. That shit sucks. But, like, make great art and people will buy. People will tune in.
Years erased because customers fled to illegal alternatives. Stock prices tell the story of investor panic. Disney shares dropped after subscriber losses. Warner Bros. Discovery became a cautionary tale of corporate mismanagement.
Yep.
Netflix's stock
and now Netflix owns them.
Remains volatile as growth stagnates. Imagine the boardroom at Disney headquarters. Executives in expensive suits staring at quarterly reports showing their first subscriber decline ever. Charts and graphs painting a picture of corporate failure. Bob Iger realizing his price increase strategy has backfired catastrophically. The same scene is...
Hey, there's a very simple solution. If you're a streaming service and you want to survive the streaming apocalypse, there's a very simple thing you can do. Lower your price. Lower your prices. I'm not just talking about making tiers. You can keep your tiers. I think they're stupid, but you can keep your tiers. And people will still tune in. Lower the price of just at least one of those tiers. Preferably an ad-free one. But honestly, all of them. You should lower the price of all of them. Like, if you're watching ads, that should be $3.99 a month. Or I guess it's free. I guess it's a free tier because there's ads on it. Keep it free. Make the middle tier or whatever, make that $8.99 a month instead of like $15 or whatever. It's like $15 to $20. Put it under $10. People will buy that. People will subscribe to that because it's a good price. And so long as you got the content library to back it up, people will go for that subscription over others. And then you want a high tier one, and I know you definitely want to price it at double, like $20. No, price it at $15. Even more people will go for that because they'll have extra benefits. And it's like, oh, it's only a $6 increase. People will go for it. I promise. Just lower your prices.
Played out at Warner Bros. Discovery, HBO, Paramount, and every other streaming company. Executive
just quickly checking chat
who
real
thought
quick.
Customers had nowhere else to go are discovering that customers always have somewhere else to go.
We always do.
While there is some optimism
There's
that
always
emerging
somewhere else to go.
countermeasures and best practices may see
If people are determined, they'll find what they're looking for. They will.
piracy begin to plateau by 2027, there is no consensus among stakeholders as to when it may begin to decline, admitted Steve Hawley, a Parks Associates analyst. Translation: the industry has no idea how to fix this mess. The Titanic comparison writes itself. Streaming executives, convinced of their own unsinkability, steered directly into the iceberg of customer rebellion. The damage is already done. The question now is how many companies survive the sinking? This is what happens when billion-dollar industries forget the most basic rule of business. The customer is always right. So what?
That's right. Now, I don't fully like that phrase in certain contexts. Like, the customer is always right in terms of taste. That's always true. Customer is always in terms of like what they want and what they're willing to pay for it, but they're not always right in every context. Like product knowledge, for instance. Like I'm going to use my example, like furniture and appliances. Like I know more than them, right? That's why I'm a salesperson. I know more about the products, and my job is to give them as much information as possible so that they can make an informed decision to make an actual solution to the problem that they have. My job is problem solving, right? And I'm always trying to help the customer to the best of my ability and to the most that I can to solve their problem. So customer is always right. I do agree generally with that. It doesn't work in every single context, but I do agree that that is generally true, and it is absolutely true when it comes to streaming services.
It's the conclusion. Is streaming dead? Today
Not
the industry
necessarily.
scrambles with desperate damage control. Bundle deals that try to recreate cable packages. Price cuts that feel like too little too late. The fundamental lesson is simple. Convenience and value always win.
Yup.
When legal options become inconvenient and overpriced.
Convenience and value always win, especially convenience. If people want something, they're going to want it now, and they're going to want it in the most convenient way possible. Your job is to try and set that up for them. Sometimes, patience can be a virtue. Sometimes you might have to wait for something, and that is the most convenient route, is to wait for something. But if you're doing something like streaming, which is direct to your screen through your internet, you got to make that as absolutely convenient as possible and as immediate as possible. Otherwise, you're going to lose. You got to make sure it's value heavy and people are getting what they paid for.
Customers find alternatives, even illegal ones. When companies prioritize short-term profits over customer satisfaction, they don't just lose customers, they create their own competition. The streaming wars are over. The customers won. And their weapon of choice was the very piracy that streaming was supposed to eliminate forever. Only time will tell what happens to streaming. What happens to piracy? How about
piracy will never truly die. It won't. Like, even at 2020 at historic lows, there were still 130 billion downloads, right? That's still a lot. Piracy's never going to die because it's free. Even if it's inconvenient, it's free. It has the most value. You can't beat free as a value. You can't. That's why piracy will never die. And I mean, if you're old enough, you probably remember the old ads. They were like, "Oh, you wouldn't download a car, would you? You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't download a car." No, I absolutely would. If you could download cars, you should. If I could download the equipment for streaming, I would. I mean, I kind of did with OBS. Right? If I could download my groceries, I would. If I could download money for my rent, I would. If I could download a house, I would. If you could download it for free, if you can get something for free, you should get it for free. Now, like, there's a lot of things in life that aren't truly free. So sometimes free comes with a cost. The cost with pirating is that you kind of need to know what you're doing. That's a lot easier than it used to be. But you kind of need to know what you're doing. You got to make sure you kind of know at least somewhat about cybersecurity so you don't take unnecessary risks. But you can learn that stuff, It's not the hardest thing in the world to learn. You can learn enough about the basics of cybersecurity to be protected enough to use pirating sites. And then it has ultimate value. Right?
Which streaming services have you canceled? What do you think about piracy?
What streaming service? Well, I never had anything other than Netflix to begin with. Once I saw Disney Plus become a thing, and like a billion other streaming platforms pop up, I was like, okay, this is gonna kill itself eventually. I'm not paying for a million services just to watch certain things. A little secret, I kind of don't really watch shows and movies very often. I watch a lot of YouTube, which is free. I mean, I pay for YouTube Premium, but that's because of YouTube Music. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of anime. Like, if I'm gonna watch a show or something, I'm probably watching anime, which is so easy to pirate. That's like, why would I pay for something? Why would I pay for Crunchyroll? Crunchyroll sucks, by the way. Fuck Crunchyroll. They suck as a company. They're awful. But yeah. So I never really had anything. And the Netflix I was using was my mom's. So I wasn't even the one who canceled it. Now, I did used to use Spotify. And the reason I left Spotify was a few major reasons. One being AI music bloating up my feed. The other was the CEO investing in like AI drones, which I really didn't like. And the third major reason is that they pay artists the worst out of any platform. Now, YouTube Music doesn't pay artists much better per stream or per 1,000 streams or whatnot, but they pay a little tiny bit better. And if I can buy an artist's music now, I will. Like, I showed off some of my albums. Like, I'll buy physical copies, and then I'll just own it forever, and I'll just rip those at the highest possible audio quality, keep digital files, keep the disc, and if the disc breaks, I can load the digital files onto another disc. And the artist will make way more. So I spend, $10 on a brand new CD, or I go to the thrift store, I buy one for $1 to $2. Like, I get massive value out of that.
Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of Money Legends. And if you think this streaming catastrophe was insane...
What a name. What a name, Money Legends. Shout out to Money Legends. This video is huge. It's got 5.3 million views. It really doesn't need me promoting it because I have no viewers and I'm a nobody. But yeah, we're going to subscribe to this guy too. This video was great. We're going to need more stuff to watch for stream because I plan to stream pretty much every day, at least 6 days a week. And once I start seeing some progress, I might drop that down to 5 because that's kind of a super intense schedule. But yeah, shout out to Money Legends. Gotta like, gotta subscribe. He's gonna end up my feed. We're probably gonna watch more stuff from him. Now, we're very close to the end of stream, my friends. To anybody who's still watching. So I said I would pull up Jaden Animations, which we're also going to subscribe to her. We're starting to build up a decent subscription feed here. Actually, no, I'm going to open this, but we're going to go here. Oh, she uploaded a new video. But this is the video here. Y'all mind if I can play it for 15 minutes? We're going to open this.
A while ago.
Yeah. I know. So... we're not going to watch this stream, because we're pretty much at the end of stream here for what I can actually do today. Actually, I'm 22 minutes over time. But I'm going to keep this other YouTube open. We're going to keep this video open. I'm going to stream. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, because I got other responsibilities to take care of. But I'm going to stream on Thursday. From probably about the same time, probably about 8 to 10, 10:30, and we are going to play No Man's Sky, and we're actually going to play a game this time. We're not just going to do chatting. We're going to play No Man's Sky. I've never played it before. I just bought it during the winter sale on Steam. We're going to play it, alright? It's a game I've wanted to play for a few years now, ever since it got good. But it was just too expensive. I know I could have pirated it, but I like to buy games. I like to wait for good sales. So we're going to play that on Thursday. We're probably going to play that for a few hours. We're going to play Hollow Knight on Friday. I know I pushed it back today. We're supposed to play it today. If I end up being able to stream tomorrow, I might play it tomorrow. But we're going to play Hollow Knight on Friday. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do a big stream Saturday. I should have lots of time on Saturday to stream. We'll do lots of different stuff. That's when we're going to react to this video. We're going to react to a few other videos too, of course. We're going to look for a few other things. And then we're going to play probably a few rounds of Rocket League. We're probably going to play a few rounds of maybe... Actually, you know what? I got that NHL Hits 2003. I think that's a good one to kind of play a few rounds in. Mix things up for that stream. But yeah, we're going to do big stream Saturday. And then I don't know yet what I'm going to do for Sunday. Of course, Mondays I have the just chatting. But I'll have to look at my work schedule as well. Of course, I work a job. So I'm not going to have fully consistent schedules for a while because of that. But, it is what it is. So yeah, expect this. If you're still watching, you want to watch more, expect this Saturday. This one, we're going to do some other stuff. Maybe I can get Kate in here. My first guest on my stream. I've talked about him quite a bit already for my first 2 streams. I've showed his face and some of his work. And we might maybe edit a video, or we might do some other stuff. We'll see how it goes. So that is the end of the stream for today. Gonna finish things off with my Serial Lane background here. If you watched the entire stream, holy shit, thank you. You're the fucking best. I know I had a couple viewers here and there. And honestly, the fact that you found this stream and tuned in at all means the absolute world to me, especially considering I just started. Yeah, I'm going to check chat one more time. Yeah, nobody said anything. Perfect. Yeah, so that's it for today. And I'm signing off. I shall see you on Thursday. Johnny.